Full. We are ready. We are ready for the next session. Let's welcome Lydia all the way from Tanzania, as he wants to present her presentation right now. Welcome, Lydia, and our moderator is going to be Wycliffe from Nairobi.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope everyone can hear me properly before I proceed.
Lydia, may I encourage you to turn on the video?
Oh, okay. I muted it. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, I hope everyone can hear me.
Perfect, well.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It's a great honor and joy to welcome you all to this powerful gathering of minds and hearts committed to peace and climate justice. Today, we are not just participants here, we are change makers, leaders, and visionaries, shaping a just and sustainable future. By the way, thank you for showing up, for caring, and for being part of this journey. Together, let's start learning, share, and ignite action that will go beyond this room where we are. You are most welcome, and let's make this moment count. Before I proceed, I have to ask you one question. Only one question. Maybe you can answer me in one word before I proceed. Can we have peace without climate justice? Is it possible to have peace without climate justice?
No.
Are we supposed to respond?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It is not possible. So I will start by introducing myself. My name is Lydia Leonard from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I'm passionate and a youth dedicated to climate justice, peace building, and community transformation. Growing up in rural areas for almost 18 years, where I shifted to Zanzibar. And my career is community development. I have been doing these climate issues for almost 3 years, since 2022. And I started working under Action Aid Tanzania or Global Platform Tanzania. I witnessed firsthand how climate change affects not just our environment, but also the stability, health, and livelihood of families, especially women and youth. I grew up realizing that peace is not just the absence of war, it's the presence of fairness, justice, and environmental security. That realization ignited my journey of activism. I began volunteering and learning and leading initiatives that bring young people together to create lasting change, especially in planting trees, educating communities, and advocating for sustainable practice. Through Limitless Mind movement, I have found my voice and purpose. My story is still unfolding, but I stand as proof that when youth rise, communities thrive. I'm here not just to speak, but to act, connect, and build a peaceful climate justice future for all. Some of us here, they know who I am, they know what I have been working to since 2022. I started very poorly. It was not easy when I started Limitless Mind. I think Linda can talk about that because she was with me when I started at that moment. And she was helping me without even any payment. We are just volunteering. I have the passion for the community, not only the passion, it is my career. Even my lecturer is here who has rooted the knowledge and the skills I have in community development. I just didn't go to college or university just to study community development, but it was my passion, and I have been working in that since ever I finished the college. So I'm proud of myself. I'm not waiting for someone else to come and congratulate me, but I believe what I'm doing for the community is right. And I'll still doing it till the day I die. First thing, I want to us to link the peace and the climate justice. The link between climate justice and peace, for myself, is the environmental crisis fuels. I know environmental crisis fuels conflict, lack of water and scarcity, displacement and hunger. Having these challenges and problems in the community, this can lead to the lack of peace, it can lead to the conflict. And we all know that if the community does not have source of water, does not have water, there's hunger issues, it's the possibility of 99% to be in conflict or to lack peace is there. So automatically this community, we don't have peace. Also, peace means access to clean air. For myself, as I see, peace means access to clean air, water, land, and stable climate. Youth can make up the majority population in Africa, but we know that many people in Africa, the huge number is youth. We are creative, connected, and passionate. Youth, we have the power, we have the ability, we have the knowledge and the skills to make changes in anything we do in the community. So we do not need to sit and stand just to see, just to look at the challenges which are facing the community. We do not need to sit and start blaming the government just by words, but we have to stand and take action and be the front line to make changes or positive changes in the community as youth. With whatever resources we have, because we do not need to have money, we do not need to have a lot of money to start making action, but we already have the knowledge, we already have the power, and we can use what we have to start making those changes without depending on the government, without depending on maybe the money. Because most of this, when you ask them, can't you do this? Why can't you do this for the community? They say, no, we don't have fund, we don't have money. Something which I see that is not true. Because I remember when I started, I was not employed. I didn't have any source of income when I started. But my mind and the passion I had to the community and the desire I had to see the community change in what I was doing, that drove me to do what I started to do at that moment. As I told you, it was not really easy. So we can see also changes in the community demands persistent, demands commitment, and you just keep doing it until you make it. That's a word I have been using in my life, that I will never stop do this until either I had two options, until either I die or until I win. So as youth, we have the power, we have the knowledge, we have the skills. We don't need to sit and blame the government, sit and blame the people who are in power to do that. We have to take action within whatever we have. Climate justice is a social justice also. Poor and rural communities suffer the most from climate impacts. As you can see that most of the climate justice activists, especially in my country, they are just focusing in towns instead of focusing in rural areas where I think and I believe the people who are there, they are the ones who are really facing those climate challenges. But we can use, as we are here, the team, and the people who have participated in this first climate justice and peace, we can see the gap, and we can use this as an opportunity, or we can use this gap to play part or to do what others have not done in the past few years. Justice includes fair energy access, land rights, and gender equality, to me. So I think when we come back, we don't have the time. After we finish this conference, we don't have the time to sit and wait for others to take action. But we have to use the knowledge, skills, and experience we got from this conference, we got from this summit. We have to use that knowledge, skills, and experience to take action in the communities where we are living, especially in rural areas where marginalized people are there. There are women there who are suffering. There are children there who are suffering. What do we do as climate activists to help or to support those people to make a positive change in their community? We have to take action as youth. I just have one question. Maybe you can answer me in one word, all of you. What does peace and climate justice look like in your community? What does peace and climate justice look like in your community? You can answer me in just one word, only one word.
Disunited.
Disunited. Mr. Love has said disunited.
I'm not disunited, but the community is.
Is united. What does peace and climate justice look like in your community?
It is disorganized.
Disorganized. Sister Mary, you want to say something?
Not really. Okay, I can say bad.
Okay, bad. Participant, PCJ Kisumu, what does peace and climate justice look like in your community? In only one word. Neglected. Is Brother Kevin there? They are too quiet.
Yeah, he's there.
What does peace and climate justice look like in your community? How does it look?
Edwin Kogan, you might ask too.
Quickly. 'Cause
Edwin Kogan would have a terrific answer, I think. And Wycliffe hasn't answered either.
Okay, personally, in our community, I think the situation there is not good. You find that most of the waste are being thrown to the drainage system, and this can bring diseases.
Oh,
So,
Wycliffe, you are saying. Wycliffe,
yes.
follow instructions. Say one word, not explanation. One word. Those are the
Neglected.
instructions.
Neglected.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, I can say no concern.
No concern.
That was 2 words, Wycliffe. So unconcerned is 1 word.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, linguistic man.
Okay, I think we can proceed. Here we have the peace and climate justice, how it looks in our communities. First, it is disunited, disorganized, bad, neglected, not good, and unconcerned. So it means that people or the community itself, they're unconcerned. They don't care. Maybe they're unconcerned, they don't care because they know nothing about peace and climate justice. What do we do so as they be concerned? Because if currently they are not concerned, what can we think of the next 10 to 20 years? What about our future generation? So we are the one who have to make change. We are the one who have to make that community to be concerned about this peace and climate justice, to be aware of this peace and climate justice, so as they can see the negative impact which will be maybe happening after 5 to 10 years. So maybe after they start to be concerned, we can make a positive change. Because, for example, we can see the areas where there is this war, for example, Congo and the other areas. Maybe this started a long time ago, but maybe people didn't care because they didn't know the impact of this. So the people who are suffering are not the one who caused this. Maybe I'm just thinking. Also disunited. What do we do to make this community united if they are disunited? We are the one who have to make this community united so as to fight for peace and climate justice. Also disorganized. Who are the organizers? Who are going to organize this community for peace and climate justice? We are the one youth. We are the one climate justice activists. We are the one peace ambassadors who have to make them organized. If we don't do that, no one will do that for us. And if we don't do that, in the next years, we will blame ourselves for not doing that before. We will put the future generation in a big danger, in a danger situation. So we have to take action to make the community organized, united, good, and concerned for peace and climate justice. So I want maybe 2 to 3 of us to share, 2 to 3 of us, especially I just one person from, maybe 2 people from Kenya or 1 person from Tanzania. If there is another one, maybe from Uganda, you can share on the action you will take after you finish this summit when you go back to your country. What action will you take after you finish this summit and go back to your community? I will start with the one from Kenya. Or you are just going to sit, you are just going and forget everything you have learned here. What are you going to do? I will start with one from Kenya. Maybe Brother Edwin Koga or Sister Mary or Wycliffe. What action will you take after the summit when you go back to your community? You can write in the chat box if you can talk here. Yeah, maybe they're very shy. I don't know.
They are thinking.
Mm. Okay. Okay. The obstruction from outside. What action will you take after the summit?
Yeah. Maybe they will say they didn't have a question. Kindly type for them the question here so that they can read, then we get an answer.
Okay.
Nobody came.
Maybe Mary has an answer.
Because she heard me.
No, I want them to. I want others to start with something. At least we all participate.
Okay.
Let's start with Manuel wants to talk. Michael.
You're welcome, Mr. Emmanuel.
Because there are a lot of things to do when we get back to Tanzania. But for me, when I get back to Mafinga, I think one important thing is to know other organizations working for climate change, and then we can discuss the issues, and we can rearrange and prepare an action plan maybe for 1 year, and we can see what we can do, including training to local community, including establishment of or supporting on tree plantation, especially avocado, and what they're doing, looking on water accessibility and how we can have enough water for irrigation, and how we can mobilize the resources also. I think that is very important. But visiting the government and especially interested with the agriculturalists to see what you can do in partnership to improve the situation there. And also we have an office in Dodoma. We're preparing for action plan. Then we will think of how we can involve them on making things that we can achieve something. But don't forget that Lydia, you are our leader from Tanzania, and one of the action plan we will find you, and I think we'll talk a lot of what we can do as a team from Tanzania. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much. I got 2 of them to connect with the other organizations which are working in climate issues, but training to local communities and the tree planting. Those are what I got. But we have to remember that in Tanzania, this is the first. Most of the organizations are working on climate issues, maybe climate justice, and not in peace issues. So remember that here we are in peace and climate justice. Connection of peace and climate justice. This is something new in our country, something new. So I think we should also think about that, because it means that we are the one who have to tell others or who have to teach others about this peace and climate justice. So it means that most of climate activist organizations in Tanzania, they know nothing about this peace and climate justice. We also have to think about that. Thank you, Mr. Mbasi. From Kenya.
You have a response from Uganda in the inbox?
Yeah, I have seen from Uganda. I and my team, we are going to involve active legal action on injustice at hand. Together with the local communities, we are going to plant bamboo trees and increase food security. They are going to plant bamboo trees and increase food security. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And we have to get the feedback after you get there. From Kenya?
Okay, from Kenya, personally, from Pure Arts Group, we are going to take action in our hands. We'll start by planting trees and then doing cleanliness in our environment and creating awareness, educating community on the effects of climate.
Okay, can you repeat again? Sorry?
Okay, I'm saying in Kenya, more so with my team, we are going to take action in our hands. We are going to plant trees, do cleanliness, even once in a month, and try to educate or create awareness to the community.
Okay, thank you. Plant trees, cleaning, and creating awareness to the community. These are the huge plans. You can see that like they are very small, but I think if we make sure we do this after we get back home, then that's where we'll start seeing the impact of this summit. And I believe the next summit the betterness of the next summit will also depend on what we are going to do after this summit. Because we will see that the fruits or the positive impact of this summit is this one and this one is this one. So we see that we need to do another summit for better or to reach other people also. So I was not prepared enough to do this presentation. For today, I have to end here. But what I have to say, we are not too young to read. We are not too poor to read. And we are not too few to make changes in the community. So we have to go to the front lines. We have to take actions without caring what we have, what we don't have, without caring what people say or how people look on us. We have to do these campaigns in peace and climate justice. We have to do these trainings, no matter what. We as the youth, we have the power and the ability to make positive changes in the community. Thank you. Maybe now I can welcome the questions, but don't make it too difficult for me.
Okay, I'll ask the first question.
Mary, you're muted.
No, Lydia is the one who is, I think, with internet network problem.
Yeah. It went back to mute, and now it's unmuted.
But Kisangani, you are welcome. Are you hearing us? Lydia is offline. Let's wait for her to come back.
Yes, Mary.
Jackson. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank
There's
you.
a question we are being asked here. Maybe I should read for you so that you give us your opinion on what you will do when you go back home, as you wait for Lydia to come back. So the question was, what action will you take after the summit when you go back to your community?
Back, I was out of my internet. Yes, Mr. Roff.
You never got to ask me the question. And you believe it or not, you asked a terrific question. What's the relationship in our community between peace and climate justice? And I'm going to write an article, and I'm going to refer to you because you asked a terrific question. And the answer in my community of Sweden and the United States is they are totally divided. Totally. There are people who want war, and they don't give a hoot about climate change. They do not care. And I mean by caring, not that they don't know about it, it's just that they don't do anything about it. So people are willing to pay taxes in order to raise more money for arms, but they're not willing to pay much tax to raise money to do something on the climate. And then related to that, and I hope we all do that, to organize in your community, as many people have said, you need to contact and keep the contact with the people. So try to use the petition, which you write in your own way, and I will help you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Petition. Any question or any contributions? Mr. Jackson Kisangani, you have anything to say, brother? Left.
Okay, Lydia, my question is,
yes.
You didn't tell us, you didn't answer this question. So kindly, Lydia, what action will you take after the summit when you go back to your community?
Me, myself.
You, yourself.
First, I was thinking to have a campaign which will start in social networks, but we'll have the campaign which will finalize it with the event in Tanzania. I'm still planning with the other participants who were supposed to attend the summit, but they didn't because of some challenges of funding and something like that. So we are having the meeting of having this campaign, which will summarize it with the event. And the campaign, we are still figuring out on what title we'll use to the campaign, but we will base on this peace and climate justice. And we are sure, until now, I remember I told you we are supposed to come to Kisumu, almost 10 to 11 participants, but others who have not come, it doesn't mean that they have forgotten everything, they're just sitting. No, we are just doing something else so as to see on what we can do after our fellow participants who have got there, they come back. So we do evaluation, we talk with them, tell us what they have learned, and start from there. So we will prepare a campaign. I think it will be from next month. And we will just give you feedback. We will send you everything when you start, and you will see. And when we have the event, some of you, if you want to participate, we just welcome you. Thank you. You will see everything after we start. Yeah. By the way, I forgot to say about something else. Also, our other two participants, Faith and someone else, they are preparing a petition, but it is concerning this, I don't know, albinism. Yeah, in English, is it albinism? I don't know, I'm not sure. Albinism and climate justice. You are seeking for justice for this albinism because the research have been done that these albinism are being affected by climate change. Most of them are being affected by climate change more than us who are really good, you see. So we are preparing a petition. I see Mr. Lof, you will see it in the Action Network system, and Faith is the one who is doing that. I know you know Faith is the one who is doing that with our fellow member. So we have a lot, and we will see them. I think results will talk and not words. Yeah. Another question or contribution, Sister Mary?
No, I wanted I wanted to ask anyone who has a question. Kindly, Jackson Kisangani, you quiet. We are waiting to hear your response in regards to our sister's contribution. I read to you the question. Can I repeat the question again?
Yes. Yes,
What action
Mary.
will you take? Yes.
Do you catch me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Should I read to you the question
Mary,
again?
yes, Mary. No, I have understood. But
Okay.
when you ask about what action to take after the Kisumu conference,
Yes,
it points to the challenge many activists face, how to keep momentum alive once the spotlight fades. A conference is often a spark, but it risks dying out unless translated into practice. But about the question, I think to pursue, no, first to localize the momentum, organize a follow-up community dialogue in Goma and in Kinshasa or another affected city, and framing it as extending Kisumu to the ground. But also translate key so they resonate locally. Again, I think to pursue opportunities, applying to funds, fellowships, or innovation challenges, machinated during the conference, and to reach out to organizations like NERF, iPads, or One Young World with a tailored partnership pitch. That is Mary.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Any other question, Koga? Kevin? Lydia wants to hear you guys talking and asking him more questions until she gets tired.
They are full. The food is working. I think they feel sleepy. I know this.
Wycliffe? Linda, where's Linda?
I didn't hear Linda also. Yeah.
Okay. More delicious. So we thank the organizing committee for that. Now we are from our lunch, and I think we are following the proceedings very well. So Lydia, don't be worried, we are just following the presentation, and we are together. Thank you very much.
I can't hear you properly. Sure.
You are not hearing me. Okay, thank you. I'm saying that we are together in this afternoon session, and we are following your presentation. So kindly just continue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lydia, I think people, I don't know, they fear to ask you questions that when they're quiet and they're certified.
Okay. Thank you everyone for listening to me. I hope we are still running and we keep learning. Always we are learning and we have to be open to learn from others. We don't know everything. There is always something we don't know. So we have to keep learning from each other. That's what we have to do. And just be open to teach someone else what she doesn't or he doesn't know. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Lydia for the perfect presentation, well educating, and at least it's more involving each and every participant. Thank you very much. So now let's welcome our next speaker, who is Mr. Jackson Kisiangani, who's ready to take through the next session. Welcome, Jackson.
We see you, Jackson, so that's good. You have to unmute, please. We see you, but you must speak if you were unmuted. Could you test your voice, Jackson, so we hear that it works? You might have to turn up your volume. We see you and we see your PowerPoint, but it looks like you must speak up. Jackson is talking to us out of the People's Republic of Congo, if all goes well.